Hi, I'm Liz with Liz Gets Loaded. The money kind of loaded, though I do drink wine while I record these. Let's see if I can retire in 5 years, shall we? Now, let's get one thing straight first. You should probably be careful taking any financial advice from someone whose username implies she might be drunk. You can read the rest of this disclaimer down in the description. I'm on the path to FIRE. It stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early, though I prefer the term work optional because I really like working, and I probably won't stop even when I have enough money to retire. Today, I'm talking about my 2021 goals. I have 3 personal goals, 4 financial goals, and one that's a little bit of both. I'll get to the money stuff, so stick with me, but I want to start with my personal goals. Goal number 1 is to read 30 books. In 2020, I read more than 30 books, so I feel pretty good about this one. I like personal finance books, of course, but I like novels, memoirs, nonfiction, any books about politics or the economy, so please give me your recommendations down in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Personal goal number 2. This is definitely going to be the hardest one for me. Use all of my PTO at work. I'm not great about taking time off and was especially bad in 2020 with no trips or travel, no excuses to hit the road and get a few days away from the office. If I can't hit this goal, I'm hoping that at least I can take 1 day a month off. And personal goal number 3, practice Spanish for future travel. I've done some free lessons on Mingo languages and tried out a few podcasts, but this year I want to get back into the Coffee Break Spanish podcast. They're free 20-minute lessons, and I think I can get through the first 3 seasons spread across the entire year. Moving on to my 4 financial goals. Financial goal number 1, max out my 401k. The maximum contribution for next year is still $19,500, and if I split that up over my 26 paychecks, because I get paid every other week, that will be a contribution of $750 per paycheck. I'm going to go with traditional contributions. I've gone back and forth between traditional versus Roth over the years, but given where I am right now, I think the tax advantage would be better used in this year rather than in the future. I could talk about that for a lot longer. I'm really excited because 2021 will be my 5th year to max out my 401k. This used to feel like a completely impossible goal, and I feel really lucky that as I've progressed in my career and my salary has increased, I've made saving more of a priority than improving my lifestyle, shall we say. Okay, financial goal number 2 is to max out my HSA. I am completely obsessed with HSAs. They're so great. The maximum contribution for next year is $3,600, and divided across my 26 paychecks, that's $138 and some change per paycheck. It actually kind of drives me crazy that it's not an even dollar amount, so I might talk to payroll and see if they can set me up with a contribution amount that will make my contribution exactly even. I have several posts on Instagram about why HSAs are so great, and I have a video drafted about HSAs, but I'm afraid it's going to end up being 100 hours long, so maybe a series. Financial goal number 3 is to max out my Roth IRA. The maximum contribution for next year is still just $6,000, and across 12 months, that's $500 a month going into my IRA. What I actually prefer to do is to make the contribution in one lump sum. It's just a little bit easier, but I like to think of it as a per month contribution when I think about my budget. So I'll start setting aside some cash and then make a lump sum contribution when I'm ready. I have 2 more goals to share, but if you're with me so far, hit that thumbs up button. It really makes a difference and helps me out. Financial goal number 4. This one's probably my favorite. It's to donate $7,500 to charity. This is a household goal shared across 2 people, and that means we'll each be giving $3,750. There's a movement I follow called effective altruism. I'll put some links in the description, but Basically, I want to give money to charities who will impact the most people and do the most good. The way this works out is if we give $500 a month across the year to charities under the effective altruism umbrella, that's $6,000, and that leaves $1,500 in our $7,500 charity budget for spur-of-the-moment giving. Let's say something big happens in the news, or I want to support a friend who's raising money for a cause. All right, my last goal for 2021, a little bit of personal, a little bit of financial. I want to buy a new house. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I have a real estate fever and have been posting about all the things I want in my next home. A huge bathtub being number one. So I can take bubble baths and drink champagne while I read books. And it all comes full circle back to goal number one. Next year, what are your goals? I struggled a little with goals for 2021. This year was really tough, and I am proud of all of us if we just made it through. I want to go easy on myself in the coming year. If you want to continue the conversation, you can like, subscribe, or leave a comment, a nice comment, or come find me on Instagram or Twitter at LizGetsLoaded. Thanks, friends, and I'll see you next time.